Well, good morning, everybody. Uh, Usually I'm up and I don't know what happened. I just woke up and it's about 6:12. I've never been really, uh, uh, most time I wake up about 3 o'clock and I don't know what happened this morning. Anyway, you plan something and it's like having a new job. Something's going to happen. So anyway, uh, strike one. So normally I'm on time, not late at all. I'm drinking coffee. Didn't go to bed too late last night. Didn't do anything differently I normally did. I just slept in. Uh, uh, Guess I was just tired. Well, let's see. I was gonna be up and plan all this out this morning, so I'm just shooting off the cuff. The only reason I'm here is because I said I'd be here, and um, the let's see. Chat disconnected. Please wait while we try to reconnect you. Unable to connect that, please try again. Let's see. This is all new to me on the live chat. I've got to get me a tripod. I want to get better and better at this. I don't know if anybody can chat back to me or not. I'm going to type in something here. Learn more. I don't know. Okay. Some of you guys might need to clue me in on how to make your screen go live. I've got a lot of things on the computer that I could probably scroll back through. The last place I was talking to you guys about was building a model, and I make a model on paper, draw it out, get it to where it spin, and come up with my strategy to make it. The manufacturing process, once you get it in mind, get your 3D representation of it, pretty simple. You can laser cut all your pieces out. I've built motors in the past for specialty motor devices for different projects. I'll find casings that'll work and redesign them, push them through. Project I'm working on right now. Now, this is just an old fan compressor, okay? Not compressor, but the condenser fan off an air conditioner. And the layout, of course, I didn't lay this out, but this is something I started noticing years ago, is that when you put a tractor up there to mow stuff, it's pretty close. And so even though you're working with a notebook, things fit. And so you can draw it up, and most people just do a 1D or 2D drawing and they don't really get to the 4D. And so cores are really easy to find. and I'm just now getting to take apart electric motors. Now I can tell you everything about two-stroke motor, boat motors. Boats have been my hobby now for the last 8 years. But in 1974, had a guy come up to me and he goes, "Hey, I understand that you're really good working with wood." I said, "Well, yeah, pretty good." And he said, "I want to build a plug." And I go, "What's a plug?" He goes, "Well, that's the part that we make female molds for to make production molds for fiberglass boats." And I go, "Yeah, what do you got?" So anyway, he handed me a napkin and showed me the basic layout and gave me the dimensions that he wanted. And so I make my model boat. And what do I make my model boat out of? I make it out of cereal boxes. And so what I did is you make it the same way that you'd make it out of plywood, and except it's on a smaller scale. And whether 1 foot's a 1/4 inch or 1 foot's an 1/8 inch, whatever you're doing, I guarantee you can make it with hot glue gun and cardboard boxes, just like you would in carpet, except scissors, instead of running soft, a lot quieter, let you think in the morning, drink your coffee. And I usually build them in a lot of things in the recycle bin. You can just put it right on through. But real important to scale that out. That's one of the ways that I do it. Let's see. Also, I do something a little bit weird. I get a notebook. Okay. And I write things down as I go, make notes. Also, I print out a bunch of stuff. I'll have to dig out all my stuff that I've printed out, through the years. And but I've got an old cooler that got outside in the RV area, and stack all that in there, and then run across it and go, okay, I want to build that, or I want to do that. Keep things in mind, but when I work with different dimensions and telemetries, and that was done on Sunday, June 17th, and that's really when the light bulb went off. I kept working with different figures and drawing up different things. My mind works a little bit different than most people. I love working with math, and I want to know the reason mathematically why it works. So sometimes it's hard to get that stuff out, but I've been focused. This is just my motor book. I've got other books too, but this was done June 17th, 2018. This is a year ago. And when I figured out how signals bounce back and forth and getting asymmetrical, that's when I started going with the asymmetrical. And so I do the math behind it too, and work with the different theories. So I document what it is I'm doing. I'm not going to show you a close picture. Some of the stuff gets into proprietary things that I've done, but I just wanted to show you it takes a lot of work to come up with the right formulation to do things. And you hear something, you draw it out, you map it out. It's a map. And so I spent a lot of time on the drawing table. Thank God for SolidWorks. I don't know all the formats of it, but I know people who do, and I'll take my drawings to them. They'll draw it up for me. And nowadays, you can have that drawn up by those guys. It doesn't take them long, and they can do a 3D representation. I'll show y'all some of that in the future too. But back in the day, the reason I learned to do this and do it so quickly, I was in the restaurant supply business, and I'd be out on the road talking to customers. Well, in those days, we didn't have portable fax machines, and we'd had people, different offices and stuff. But a lot of the times in those days, I'd make up to 14 sales calls a day, and I'd get back to the office, and a lot of that stuff, talking to owners of, what they wanted to do, what they wanted to build. A lot of their ideas would get written down on a napkin, and we had draftsmen back at the shop, and they would be drafting, putting all that stuff on paper, getting it all engineered out. And so that part of it I didn't learn to do. When I found the computers and became pretty much self-contained, that was great. And but then I switched over to aviation. That's a whole nother story, but I'll give you a start of it. A friend of mine said, "Hey, Bill, you travel Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, Louisiana?" I said, "Yeah." And he says, "Can you stop at the airport for lunch?" And I said, "I love flying. Yeah, I can start doing that." He says, "The reason I want you to do that is because a lot of little airplanes get broken parts and stuff, and those guys just stack those parts up. And a lot of times they'll just give you the aftermath because they're going to throw it away anyway." And he was right. So I started making stops, and some of those people had stacks of that stuff. And it's airplane part like a small airplane. They're not very big. They fit in your car, fit in your truck. The pieces aren't big when they're disassembled and everything. Anyway, I carry them back to him, and we'd get about 80 parts built, rebuilt, remanufactured, and a hurricane would come through. It was just like flushing a toilet. All those parts would disappear because everybody needed them. And this is pretty simple. So the aviation had always been a passion of mine, and so that's the way that I got away from that. And I was Cessna's first salesperson in 1995 or 1995, 96 to sell a single engine piston plane when they started remanufacturing again. And but that's how I got into that industry. You never know what's going to happen. But so that's why I retired from the restaurant supply business primarily. And man, it's been fun. We'll get into that later. But I've worked hard and at it. One of the things that I ran across was kind of what Roy's working on, but in a different way of it. And one of the things, I don't date everything. I know about the timeline that I was in it. Let's see. Let's see here. Somewhere in August of last year. So anyway, the great minds thinking alike, but one of the things that I've been interested in is the understanding the magnet. One of the things that they do when they make a source is when they make a magnet, they can wrap them many different ways to get many different effects to get their line of acceleration within the cores done. Well, a lot of the magnets are done. I couldn't think of the name. I was telling one of the most interesting devices that I've run across use barium ferrite, and barium ferrite is a little bit radioactive. And a lot of these things, having built boats now and building different composites for different things, a lot of the composites you think are hard to do is nothing more than a little bit of epoxy resin and whatever your filings are, and you can make your own resins up. And anyway, the Floyd Suite system that I had showed you is one of the ones that I've been looking at and trying to understand it. And there's so much disinformation. They'll tell you the truth. They'll tell you the truth, and they'll tell you a lie. They'll tell you the truth, tell you the truth, tell you a lie. And so anyway, trying to decipher, okay, what do you really need to make that happen? But what I think I understand about the PMH is that there's at the inertia line, they can create a bubble by developing, a coil, and you can induce that coil to vibrate. And once you get that vibration happening in that coil and ringing easily, okay, and that's the reason sometimes it takes a long time to burn in a device, is because that's what you're looking for. You're looking for that whatever it is that makes that boil in. But once you understand that, it's not a hard process to do. And so Floyd Sweet did this vacuum triad amplifier, and it's not a hard circuit. The not many components, but the Floyd Sweet vacuum triode amplifier is the puppy I'm going for. That's where I learned to run my coil wirelessly, without a rotor going, because I like that silent power, you know, and as soon as I can figure out how to post this stuff online, my printer ran. I got to get another printer. This was a bad printout when I printed it up. But the schematic for it is very easy, and I understand more how that works. It's, you know, it's the pretty thick magnet. I measured that, took the measurement yesterday of what that was. Like I said, I was planning on preparing better than what I did, but I'm going to have to cut this short because I got to get to work. So but I did want to get up with you guys, drink a cup of coffee, tell you a little bit. Sorry, y'all have a happy 4th of July. And basically, I just got up and fed the cats real quick because they were hungry. They were waiting on me. They were pissed off at me. And Lauren was already up, so that was getting all the coffee made and stuff. And I got to get up and go to work. So anyway, I didn't realize it was so late. But anyway, we'll see y'all next time, and hope to hear from you.